What's up, guys? Welcome back to Locker Room Logic, where sports meets the culture. This is episode 21.
Yeah.
We're moving fast.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Like he said, this is episode 21. I'm your co-host, Charles Cannon. And, there hasn't been a lot going on in the basketball world, but there has been a lot going on in the sports world in general. Start off, Conor McGregor, most disappointing short main event of all time.
I watched that shit live,
but,
bro.
I watched it too.
Word?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
It's sad.
I'm glad I don't gamble.
Yeah, it's sad, bro.
Almost a lot of people I knew that night lost some money.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm sad. I'm angry because it was a disappointment. I'm sad because as a Conor McGregor fan, he's not really getting that storybook ending.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of things that go into it. If he was hurt before, I don't know why he would have stepped in. But I think it's a freak accident that happened literally as he stepped in the ring.
Freak accidents happen in sports.
And he's also 37.
Yeah, we've seen stuff happen like this tons of times in sports. What else? World Cup is going on. World Cup is, probably at a peak in terms of in America. I feel like it's reached an audience that we've been needing in America in terms of with soccer, because soccer is not really the biggest sport here.
Exactly.
We're seeing historic runs. Especially by what's his name?
Yemen, something. The 18-year-old.
Yeah, the 18-year-old from Spain. He's doing good. And then Messi's still pushing 40 and still killing. 39. It's been a good last couple of weeks since we last filmed. To really go back to the previous news, we're gonna start off with Jaylen Brown and the whole conspiracy theories and stuff. The whole news of mess behind that whole thing.
Yeah, it's so many layers to that situation, because a lot of people, from the time the trade happened, I've been seeing a lot of people just say, oh, it's just a regular trade, it was just this, but nah, it's really so many layers when you really peel them back. And it's really messed up ethically, which is a big reason why I'm not a Celtics fan. The way they have been doing their business over there is just not likable,
Yeah. So to start it off, I'll see. I gave my little piece.
Yeah.
Not really last episode, but the clip I put on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. So basically, I feel like what really played into it outside of the private equity was just Jaylen Brown being an outspoken, intelligent, not just black man, but being an outspoken, intelligent athlete. Because as you know, a lot of these athletes are stereotypical or stereotyped as dumb, lazy, and they just want to make the money and move on. But when you get a guy like Jaylen Brown, most teams will probably want to explore his mind, see what ideas he has, or just hear more from him and really put him on, I would say, like a franchise player kind of level. Yeah. But he's not that in Boston. He was that 1B. So he was
and I feel like they wanted him to be that. The Celtics and the media wanted a different narrative to be told about Tatum and Brown. They wanted Tatum to be that guy and then Brown to be, like you said, 1B. And it was flipped. Brown, finals MVP, MVP race, all that.
Yeah, MVP race, finals MVP. He's outspoken. Yeah. He's a leader, I would say, in terms of in the media. Other younger people, I would say you can see him leading more than a Tatum. I'm not saying Tatum's not a leader, but there's a reason why Jaylen Brown won finals MVP, because he stepped up more in the finals. Not to say Tatum didn't step up. Tatum had a great finals that year. It's just, there's certain ways that things just play out differently. Who knew Jaylen Brown was going to be this good? We always knew he was good, but people thought his intelligence would outshine his talent, which mean probably he wouldn't put as much effort into basketball. But he proved us that he could put as much effort academically and into basketball, no problem.
And I think what he was doing too, once he got that big contract, the stuff he said was really is what triggered them and the private equity ownership. Is he wanted to give back his money. He wanted to start up help a lot of black owned businesses in the Boston area, and just help the poverty around the Boston area. When he said that, I think that was a trigger I don't know why, just because, a black man has money, So that was really like, I don't know why they would trade him for that, because you want guys like that on your team. You want guys that give back, be pillars in the community, and just don't like he don't really get into any trouble. He doesn't do none of that. My only issue with Jaylen Brown was that like I don't like how he claps back at the media, because like as or Stephen A. I should say, as Stephen A's job, he doesn't really Stephen A's job doesn't really he doesn't really report anymore on like games. He just shows up to First Take and they tell him this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't like how he came at Stephen A, because Stephen A is now a big media person. But other than that, there was no reason for you to trade Jaylen Brown. Like I still can't even wrap my head around it. It's still surreal to me. And all the signs point to like what you said in the clip and all that.
Yeah, because like the private equity owners and companies can say, "Oh, it was a money thing," but clearly it wasn't a money thing, because you trade for someone that's worth no, all right. Contract wise is worth more, not actual player wise. Paul George sucks.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Or he doesn't suck. It's just this isn't Paul George that we grew up watching.
Yeah, like, this is not MVP Paul George.
Yeah, this isn't MVP Paul George. This is the Pistons T-Mac Paul George. Like we have reached the end.
Yes, this is Paul George coming from wearing 2 knee braces last year, suspended for using PEDs. Like this is the literal like debacle.
Like, yeah, it's like, but this is where it gets very confusing, because it's like you're telling me these private equity companies have this much say in a team's roster. Like, you telling me you're choosing, like, I guess you would say you're choosing to ignore what's going on in your organization.
Yeah, actual basketball, like you're ignoring actual basketball decisions just to make non-basketball decisions. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, because you just potentially gave the Sixers a championship. Like, not saying that it's guaranteed, but
in the next 5 years they definitely, if Brown keeps playing like this, he's definitely winning, at least going to the final.
Yeah, because it's like you gave a team with already one of the best young scoring guards in Tyrese Maxey, a future promising star in Edgecombe, an MVP. I would say probably like a year out of his prime now, because or Joel's getting to that point where he's starting to regress.
Yeah,
because of injuries, of course. But it's like
regressing.
And it's like now they also have one of the deepest benches in the league, and what do you do? And you also blew a 3-1 lead to them.
Yeah,
it's like any other team would have made sense.
Yeah.
Like, even Denver would have made more sense.
Exactly. There were so many teams that would have made sense. I know way before Giannis was in talks for Jaylen Brown, but it's like you guys just blew a 3-1 lead to them, which you should have breezed through them.
Yes,
you should have breezed through them, because look what the Knicks did to them in the next round. It was swept. So it's like, I don't know why you would trade your second best player to a team that beat you. Because now, the Celtics, they have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what they did this offseason. They signed Mitchell Robinson. They have gotten worse.
Yeah. The quality of basketball we are going to watch will be Tatum, take the ball, and pray to God we win.
Exactly.
Because who on that team makes up for anything that Jaylen Brown brought? Like, you have no second 20-point per game scorer.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have, you have solid perimeter defense in Paul George, but last time I checked, he's injury prone. He doesn't play a lot. And then you're going to have to put him on minutes restriction due to him being injury prone.
Who do they have backing up Paul George now? Exactly. Exactly.
What the roster is looking like Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, who's also still in trade rumors.
They're not going to trade Derek White, though.
But he's been in trade rumors.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, what are they doing in Boston? Like, honestly, what are they doing?
Like, every guy they paid from that championship team
is
now traded. And sooner or later, Tatum will be the one to ask for a trade, in my opinion. Or or even then, it's like, even when it just to hit on Tatum, it's like, Tatum, you knew everything that was going on with the JB situation.
Yeah, facts.
Definitely behind the scenes. And you telling me not one time did you think to come out and say, no, that's my running mate.
Yeah.
Without him, I don't win. Like you're not saying you need him, but it's like it's kind of like a Jordan Scotty situation. It's like Jordan knows he does not win those 6 rings if he doesn't have his 1B. Yeah. It's like, or his Robin at that point. And it's like, why wasn't the real question in the media is like, why didn't Tatum say anything? It's like, that's my question. Yeah. We're so focused on Brown. It's like, what about the actual franchise player that had a chance to stop this trade?
Exactly.
Because come on, these companies, these teams, they listen to the franchise players.
Yeah, of course. And of course.
It's like, where was the disconnect? Was there jealousy? Because I seen a video the other day and he broke down like from the moment Jalen got that finals MVP up until now, he was like, Tatum's smile disappeared. It might be a little bit of jealousy, especially with him not saying nothing throughout the whole trade rumor. Like, this trade room has been a thing for, 3-4 years with Jalen Brown?
Yeah.
And it's like, nothing was said. So it's like, where does the jealousy kick in? It can't be money.
Yeah, because they both got big contracts. Yeah. So it can't even be money.
It can't be money. And then it's like, all right, is he outshining you because he doesn't lose? Like, he didn't lose this year. He still had a great year.
Yeah, can that be it?
It's like, bro, you should be happy that your man's without you had an MVP type year because that lets you know, oh, boom, I can come down and I can come into this season and, I can struggle a little and have a grace period because I know he can drop 30. Yeah. Now it's like, Tatum, if you go out, who you telling me you taking Paul George as your first option? Current Paul George?
Payton Pritchard.
Yo, Derek White. Yo, you got today, bro. Tatum out with knees, bro. You got it, bro.
Nah, that's my thing.
Yo, Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
We know you suck at free throws, but hey, bro, we need some type of scoring at the rim.
Nah, bro. Bro. I don't understand. Like, and just going off Tatum too, it's like Tatum. Like, I understand you don't do the media, you're nonchalant. I understand all that, but it's like certain things you should step up and say something because if you're not, that's when the media is going to make assumptions. And then think about it, like take away the guys on ESPN and all that, take Big Perk, all them. Look at the guys, the beat reporters that are actually in Boston with you guys. Imagine that they are reporting too. So if they say something in the newspaper or online and ESPN gets a hold of that, then the media's gonna run with it. Mm-hmm. Then it's gonna have become its whole narrative. That's why we have the jealousy thing. That's why we have the money thing and all these situations. It's like if players have the freedom of speech more than ever now in the league. So it's like, why couldn't you come out and just say something like, yo, we want to chip together. This is our core type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it would have been different if it was like a Shaq and Kobe kind of situation where egos got in the way.
Yeah.
But there wasn't. Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, doesn't have an ego. It's like, because if he did, he would have been wanted out of Boston.
Yeah,
he would have asked for more money. He would have actually got paid more than Tatum. Exactly. But clearly there's no ego there. And clearly he still has respect for you because he went on his live stream saying, Tatum's my brother.
Yeah.
I have no ill will towards him. It's just, Boston, they just packed me up.
Yeah.
And it's like, with this situation, you have to think how is Tatum going to handle these questions in the media throughout going into, preseason, media day.
Yeah.
Like, that's when they get questioned the most. They're going to ask you about Tate. They're going to ask you about Brown and why the moves were made. And why do you think the moves were made? And you have to be ready to say what you got to say because with the slightest little sound bite that they can turn against you will turn into a whole thing during the season.
And my thing is for that, like, if you go into media day not willing to answer questions and not willing to, like, say X, Y, and Z and just basically get fed up with the media, that's just basically going to tell us everything we need to know. If you're on the defense, that's telling us everything we need to know. As a journalist, that's how we, like, get a story without even having you answer it. So my thing is, like, hopefully he's, like, kind of preparing for that day. But other than that, it's I just don't know what he's going to do for this season. Like,
yeah, because
not a team is significantly, like, worse.
Like, y'all won a championship 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, you telling me the team is that bad, and you can't bring up, the NBA's new CBA rules is why this
Yeah.
team went, like, quality is not as good as it was. We could have kept all 5 guys. We couldn't, money situation. But it's like, even at the same time,
Why would you sign him?
thank you.
Why
Why would
would you
you give
sign him?
everybody that money? And then
First of all, why would you give...
JB wasn't asking to get traded.
Yeah, exactly. He was not actually get traded. And why would you give Tatum and Jaylen Brown both, like, what was it, $300 million contracts? I understand giving them both $300 million contracts, but then everybody around them
don't need
$100 million contracts. So have your championship starting 5 over,
I think it was close to $9 million.
$900 million. Like, that's your guy's fault. Like, why would you do that? So if you say it's a money thing, it's the Celtics organization's fault, because Jrue Holiday, yes, he did good, but $104 million extension. Derek White, yes, he played phenomenal, $100 million extension. Porzingis, $100 million. Like, what?
And then
come on.
And then don't even start it, because, like, Brad Stevens said, I don't think Jaylen Brown was worth. I don't think he was meant. I forgot what he said. I forgot the exact words, but he was like, I don't think Jaylen Brown was championship quality.
I saw that. Yeah.
But it's like, that's how I know y'all traded him out of spite or something, because he wasn't
because you didn't like him,
bro. Bro. Any team right now will go for a Jaylen Brown if that means a guaranteed championship.
Exactly.
And especially, or at least still competing for one. Like Boston, y'all were still competing for one. Bring him back next year with a fully healthy Tatum. Y'all could be in the conference finals. Y'all could be in the finals.
Exactly.
But now, with y'all worsening your team and bettering another one in your exact same conference, who you'll see 4 times a year.
And division too.
And seeing them 5 times a year, maybe with the in season tournament, depending on how that goes. You could run into them in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's so many smarter ways mature ways this could have been handled. Like, all right, boom, you still want to get Brown out of there. We understand, but you don't trade him for Paul George. Like, no one in their right mind does that trade. Like, not even to crap on Paul George. Like, Paul George, we will forever respect him for everything that he's done in his career. But even Paul George, no, he not trading himself for no Jaylen Brown. Like, keep it a bean. It's like, you're setting up Tatum for a solo season that he may not be ready for.
Yeah, that is true.
Because
and my criticism of Tatum since 2020 was he never showed up in the playoffs. And it's you could account for it. He showed up like a couple times here and there, but whenever he got to the conference finals, it was Jimmy Butler, like, the Heat was going at his ass. So, like, now you're taking away his guy. So now, is he ready to be like that Kobe 2008?
No, 2005 to 08?
08. Is he ready to be like that? Like, is he ready to be Kobe when he had nobody, basically? Because not calling Peyton Pritchard a scrub or Derek White a scrub, but it's like,
they're not Brown.
Yeah, they're not Jaylen Brown. Like,
they're not superstars.
Yeah, they're stars for sure. And personally, I think I saw I saw a video where it broke down Peyton Pritchard's game, and it was just like, he's not really a starting point guard.
Yeah, he's not. In my opinion, he's always been a 6-man type of point
he's
guard.
A 6-man. Maybe if you want to
JJ Barea.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he comes off the bench, and he's more of a scoring guard at that. Like, yes, he's 6 foot. He's an undersized guard, but he could also get downhill and he could shoot. So he's more of a scoring guard. He's not a point guard that, like, runs the offense type shit.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. It still boggles me.
Yeah, and then the fact that the organization came out and said they've hoped for him to have a Jalen Brunson type of jump is crazy. Because
that is crazy.
Like, first of all, they play nothing alike. One.
Yes.
And then 2, JB been by himself for how long now, and he's proven that he can be that guy.
Yeah,
that's the reason why he's had the jump, because he has the skill set and the talent to put it all together. That's why they're champions. You're not putting Peyton Pritchard on that Knicks team, swapping out JB and saying, "Yeah, Peyton, go win us a championship." You're like, we're trading you at the end of the season.
Exactly, like, we're trading you at the end of the season. And Pritchard is not, like, gonna buy into a play style like the Knicks and like what JB does. he's not gonna buy into that type of play style for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Like he's getting blown by on defense,
Yeah.
even though JB does too. But JB, and we seen in the finals, this past finals, we saw him like try to at least stay in front of his man. Yeah, when they put him on a smaller defender.
And then he has quality defenders around him to where, like, you know, he can ease it back on defense a little or save that energy for offense. Yeah. And I'm not saying that, you know, the Celtics don't have that, but they don't. Realistically, they don't.
Because Jaylen Brown was their second best on-ball defender outside of Derek White. They traded Jaylen Brown. So it's like now Derek White has to guard, 3 guys now?
Yeah, and then don't get me wrong, Tatum can play a little bit of defense too, but it's like he's coming off of a season where he only played 15 games.
Yeah.
Plus the playoffs.
Yep. 16 games.
Yeah, he was out game 7.
Mm-hmm. Which that's also fishy to me too, because how do you play in the series, then all of a sudden in game 7 you're out? Like I understand, injury management, but that's fishy though. Like I always hated that, like it's because they did that with Kawhi and PG in LA.
Yeah.
Like they'll play game 1, game 2, game 3, play significant minutes in the series, and then game 7, all of a sudden, 30 minutes before the game starts, they're out. So that's fishy right there. So that's that. Like if I'm at the Celtics media day, I'm asking Jason Tatum like a question like that.
Yeah, and then another thing is like, is losing that series was like, all right, boom, we're trading Jalen. It's like, why? It's like, because say like Brown and Tatum would have brought them back to the finals, hypothetically, and they somehow beat the Spurs, and JB win Finals MVP. Do y'all still trade him? Because it's like,
I think they will.
Because it's like, what the hell are you doing? Why do you trade?
Yeah.
Like, why was JB? Like, there's no real reason on why. They're not giving us the real answer on why they traded him.
They're not.
It's like, you toss up money. Okay, you traded for Paul George, is worth more. All right, then he wasn't quality. He wasn't a championship quality winning player no more.
But he got Finals MVP.
He got Finals MVP. And then you gave him to a team that beat y'all. It's like, and that team's championship
window just opened even more. Like, even without Embiid, their window is wide open now. Like it's
like, come on. And then the East has gotten stronger in terms of like, boom, you got Giannis in Miami. You have Kawhi going back to Toronto once his whole investigation thing is figured out, which honestly, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
You have Atlanta who's still getting better. Who else? You have the Wizards. You're not really counting them, but you have the Wizards who quality wise have gotten better.
Yeah.
They have the number 1 pick. Freaking, you have the Knicks who are still, who are bringing back everybody.
Yeah.
The Knicks are bringing back everybody. They only lost Robinson, and we don't give a damn.
Exactly. And we got Andre Drummond to back him up.
Yeah, like Andre Drummond, in my opinion, quality wise, like right now, to certain people, he may not be as good as Mitch. But it's like, unlike Mitch, he can stretch the floor and he can shoot free throws. That's what the Knicks were missing at that center position. They now have a guy who was one of the best rebounders in the league for like 5 years.
And I feel like Andre Drummond can turn it on whenever. Like if you ask him to start a game and be like, look, control the boards, he is doing that. Because I've seen it, because he's been flopping around the league. He did it in Philly. He did it in Chicago. He did it, like, he's been flopping around, and I've been following him. I've seen him do that. Yeah. In games, he grabbed 10, 11 boards.
And then now he's with a guy who can stretch the floor and is arguably one of the greatest shooting big men of all time. All he got to do is just sit in the paint.
That's all he has to do. Like,
come on.
The Knicks.
This was his dream. This is what he needed in Detroit the first time around.
Exactly. And, like everybody's getting better, but here we are, Boston. Just making dumb decisions.
Like, and we not even bringing up stats. We just we just bringing up
the obvious,
the
literal obvious. Like, it's the literal obvious, and I just don't know. It's super, super fishy to me. It's messed up that they did this to Jaylen Brown. Like, why? Like he just doesn't get in trouble. Like, there's nothing more I have to say. He doesn't get in trouble besides like his rivalry with Stephen A. in the media. He doesn't do anything. Gives back to the community, well educated. I don't like what more can you ask for?
Yeah, and then like, all right, him having that live stream after they lost in the playoffs,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that wasn't a good PR move, but it's like
At
at
least,
least we heard from the
yeah,
nigga.
and at least he's not
Like,
on the live stream. At least he doesn't go on like live streams and Twitch and all that, and like he ain't toting guns and wearing do rags and
yeah,
shit. Like,
and then at least we heard some sort of
yeah,
like whatever a player's opinion from a Celtics player. Because like the second they lost, I ain't seen Tatum at all.
exactly,
Like
and no shade to
I've been
Tatum.
seeing him doing his side business stuff before, like
Yeah,
where with Nike and all that.
yeah.
But like in terms of like, oh, how did that loss affect your mentality, and how are you going to come at it next season, or what is like what do you think went wrong with the season? Nothing was said by him.
Nothing.
Like
My
as a leader, you need to say something a little.
exactly, and that's the thing. I feel like the media and the Celtics organization I'm gonna keep saying this. They wanted a different narrative to come out of this. They wanted Jason Tatum to be that guy, to be the leader, to do X, Y, and Z, and they saw it wasn't happening that way. Jaylen Brown was the leader. He was a silent leader, which is perfectly fine, but he was the leader. He was producing on the court.
Yeah, and then they wanted to
And they
lose.
yeah, and they didn't want that like they didn't want Jaylen Brown to bring them to the second in the East.
Yeah, because if JB would have averaged 28 still, with Boston being like the
eighth,
13th seed,
yeah, 13th seed,
they would have been like, all right.
Then they would have been like, oh, JB's not a winner. He doesn't have winning basketball. He does this. He does that.
Still would have traded him, but
exactly.
like, you
then
know,
they would have had reasons to trade for him.
and then they potentially would have got a top 5 pick.
Exactly.
But that's what they were aiming for.
That is what they were
aiming for.
Because a lot of organizations now, they don't make basketball decisions. They make the best decision that's going to benefit them.
Then make the money.
Make the money, basically. So that's messed up because that's not really what sports was made for.
Yeah, and to like honestly, my expectations for Boston next season, if no other moves or signings get made, and this is the roster that we have going into the season, my expectations are going to be what I had for this last season. Y'all are going to suck.
Yeah.
Tatum will probably average about 25 to 28 a game.
Yeah.
He'll probably have the best season of his career.
Maybe.
But
he might have the best. I think he's gonna have the best efficiency of his career as well.
It's just there's gonna be no winning.
Yeah.
And I feel like Boston, if y'all do expect some winning, then Paul George will probably be having an all-star season because there's no saving him. Exactly. And like, yeah, I got Mike Conley, but like
that's a good vet pickup. But realistically, people go to the Celtics and they like die on the end of the bench.
Yeah, like
so. Like I was mad when Mike Conley signed there because I was just like, bro, at least in Minnesota you were still playing, you were on the floor, you could manage the game while you were on the floor.
And then that team actually respected you.
Yeah, and they respected you. Now I guarantee you, because they did this with Jeff Teague, they did this with Blake Griffin. Like they like that you're there, you bring the team morale up, but
you're not gonna play that
much. You're not gonna play that much. And I feel like Mike Conley is one of those guys where his game is always gonna like affect the game. The way he plays from like, if you look at his career from the grit and grind Grizzlies to Minnesota to now, he still has a lot of game left in terms of like knowledge.
Yeah.
So, and it's just sad because they're not going to use that.
Yeah.
They're not going to use that.
And then looking at Philly, I'm not gonna lie, Philly, y'all just pulled off the fleece of the century. Exactly. Y'all got rid of Daryl Morey, and y'all just pulled off the fleece of the century.
For real.
Like you got a potential 1A. You got possibly the 1A guy because I think Tyrese would probably just back him up in terms of scoring.
Yeah, and for real.
You've given Embiid, I say at least an extra 2 years because now he don't gotta force him. You don't gotta force Embiid back into the game for scoring. Yeah. You don't gotta force Embiid back into the game for defense. You just made all that up, and then some with Jaylen Brown
because now you got Jaylen Brown and VJ Edgecombe. I think VJ Edgecombe is going to be one of the best on-ball defenders if he keeps working towards defense. Best on-ball defenders of the NBA in the next coming years. So now you have both those guys playing defense. Like, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, and then JB has the build of like of a forward, so you can have that three-man lineup of Maxey, Edgecombe, and Brown, and that's scary because now say like they pick up an actual playmaking point guard off the bench.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Like, I feel like Embiid will like the process will finally be over. I feel like
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Embiid,
lie. And B, get your ring and retire, bro.
like I think Embiid will have a good season in terms of like, maybe around 8 and 20 points a game.
Yeah,
Maybe keep it a little less or a little over. He'll still be able to get like the 10 rebounds a game. But now we're not forcing Embiid to play 38 minutes, 45 minutes a
facts.
game. You can keep him at the 28, 30 range. You can maybe play him a little less to like the 25, the 25, 30 range. And it's like you just made the team more. The morale is up now.
Yeah,
Like I see, like Edgecombe called him. I think it was Tyrese or Edgecombe that they called Brown on live. They're like, "Yo, we linking up." Like, bro,
yeah,
it's
nah,
season about to
I
be
heard that.
fun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
in Philly, like this is y'all year, in my opinion. Like, this is y'all year to prove.
To at least like make a deep run.
Yeah, this is
To
y'all
at
year to prove
least,
it. Like, all those years of losing, or just shortcomings can now finally be a fruition. Like, we can actually expect to see Philly in the finals now.
yeah,
Like, we haven't had this since Ben Simmons left,
can't front.
and it's like now we've moved past that era, and we're in a new era of, all right, we can now win.
This is Jaylen Brown there.
Yeah, like JB, in my opinion, will be in MVP talks next year.
Yeah, nah, for sure. He was in. I personally, he was my MVP this year
Yeah,
because this is why I don't like the NBA sometimes, because they give the MVP to the people who they want to give the MVP. Like, no disrespect to Shea or Joker and all that, but MVP is most valuable player. Jaylen Brown was the most valuable player for his team in the NBA. He brought this team to the second seed
when they were expected to be
when they were
at best seventh.
exactly. So that is MVP right there. So now he should win MVP.
Yeah,
He
from
should win
from the
MVP.
ethical standpoint, everyone knows JB was MVP. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a Thunder fan admitting it. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, Shea won, but realistically, I had Cade or Brown
exactly,
being number one and
exactly.
two, and then Luca being three. Like,
Yeah,
I had those as my three.
yeah.
But
I
it's like
had
the NBA, they don't know how to move off of guys.
they don't they and we could see this back when Joker won the 3 MVPs, or he won 2 MVPs and then they gave one to Joel Embiid. That goes to show you right there. It was just like, here, just take the MVP so people can stop talking, because they really wanted to give it to Joker for the first ever 3-time MVP
No,
or
Jordan,
three-peat MVP.
I think he would have been the first one since.
So who won the MVP 3 years in a row?
No, I think he would have been the first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
because he would have had five. Because that would have made five in a row. Because
For
remember,
Joker,
remember
right?
after that year, he won two in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
exactly.
he would have,
Yeah, so
or
that
no,
just goes to show you that.
no, I think it was that third. He won third. The fourth one, went to Shea. So yeah, Jokic would have four. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, and that just goes to show you that the NBA gives it to guys who they want to give it to, who they feel like they're gonna make the most money off of,
Yeah.
which is why it goes Joker. They gave one to Embiid. Now Shea's getting back to back.
Yeah.
He did win, right?
Yeah,
Shea? Yeah, exactly.
Shea's back to back. The year before that, it was Jokic.
Yeah,
The year before that was Joel.
yeah.
Then it was
Yeah.
Jokic back to
So and
back.
now,
Like,
I'm gonna be mad if they give it to Shea again.
no, Shea's not gonna get it.
Yeah, he should.
Most likely, from a story standpoint, the way it's looking, they're probably gonna get the Wemby, of course. But
See,
I
that's
feel
another
like,
one.
if we just kept it ethical, if we
That's the
really just
thing,
kept it
bro.
like true to the actual hoops of the game, the basketball part of things, and not to the revenue and the money side of
That's the
things,
thing, though. Like, we
MVP
need
voting will be a lot different. Because
exactly like
remember, Bron realistically should have five,
exactly.
or honestly, Bron should have more. But
Yeah,
what did they do in 2011? They gave it to D Rose. Well, rightfully deserved,
exactly.
rightfully deserved. But it just happened to be at a time where it's like Bron
And
was like,
yeah, and when you go, because D Rose, ever since he retired, he talks on a lot of podcasts. He gives back to Chicago, his community, and all that. Go back and watch and listen to like how he feels about the MVP. He knows. He says they only gave it to me because they wanted me to be the face of the NBA, and not a lot of players come out and say that. And when he broke it down, it just made so much more sense of why they're doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he was like, yeah, they gave me the MVP, youngest MVP ever, yada yada yada. They did that for X, Y, and Z, and it just opens your mind. Like it's mind blowing.
And then when you also think about it, if Brown would have won a third in a row, now you have to put him in Jordan talks before a ring.
Exactly.
And the NBA, they operate a little weird. Well, a lot of these sports organizations, in terms of NBA, NFL, baseball, they all operate weird. And when you really sit back and look at everything that's going on, it's like, yeah, this is a little questionable.
Exactly. We just need to bring back the ethics in sports. Like sports was put here to distract us from other outside noise that we go through all the time. But at the end of the day, it also supposed to bring people together. Yeah. Stuff like this is what divides people more.
Yeah, because think about it. Jordan didn't win every MVP, every championship year he won. It's like they actually made him work for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like why can't it be the same now?
Exactly.
Like rightfully deserved. Yeah, Shea got that first one. Cool. Like the second one, realistically, should have went to a dude that actually,
is the MVP. Feel me?
Like, because if we go back and look at these past like just 10 years alone at who's won MVP, like boom, they gave it like boom, 2016. Fucking that was Steph. Was that the uni?
2015?
No, 2016. Who's 2016?
15 and 16 was Steph.
16, yeah. Was that uni or was it the first year that was?
15 was unanimous. Yeah.
All right, boom. The second year was his MVP. But yeah, like look at that, like, boom, you give it to Steph Curry, lit. That was expected.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming off a championship year. It's your 73-9.
Yep.
You're clearly the best shooter of all time now. You solidified that. Boom, that MVP made sense. Boom, 2016-17. Russ makes sense.
Makes sense. He carried the OKC.
You carried OKC. You lose your running mate to the enemy. You still are able to average a triple double, break the record, have literally the rarest MVP season of all time.
Exactly.
Like some people will argue Harden. Of course, you can't argue Harden, but like at the time, ethically, at those times, both of that MVP just made sense. Boom, Harden won in 2018. A lot of people said it should have went to Bron. But in my opinion, this is when around the same time the NBA does start getting a little weird with MVP. Because realistically, really should have went to Bron. But it's like
I feel like it low-key didn't go to Bron in 2018 because he had a spectacular postseason rather than an all-around season. Like if you remember them Cavs in 2018, they started off trash.
Oh yeah.
So they like Bron. I remember that season specifically because Bron made traded his whole team mid-season. So that's why I think. So yeah. And then 19. Who won in 19?
19 was Giannis. That was Giannis' first MVP.
Okay. Giannis 19
and 20. Because 21 went to Jokic.
Did it really?
Or 21. Yeah, 21 went to Jokic.
22 I think went to Jokic.
Embiid. No, Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, Shea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because 20. Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when. But I'll say Ron then is when the ethical part of MVP started to die out, and that's when
after COVID it was really.
It's like boom. Now we need to give it to who can ever what name makes the most money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 2019, Giannis deserved it though.
No, he did
because the Bucks had a great season that year. He was having a great season.
Yeah, that was a good series. Milwaukee, Toronto.
Toronto was amazing.
Great series.
But at the same time, you could argue, Kawhi could have got it.
Yeah.
But Kawhi stat wise wasn't anything crazy. And then
that's what I'm saying. After COVID,
for the name, the league wasn't giving it to him.
Yeah, they wasn't.
Because imagine Kawhi got an MVP, bro, and the championship that same year. Now you have
to put him in uncomfortable talks.
Uncomfortable. That's what the NBA not trying to do. That's why Boston traded JB.
They don't want that. Bro. They don't want that, bro.
Like the NBA isn't trying to bring up those uncomfortable talks no more.
Bro. They want a lot of what ifs in history. They don't want history to be broken, basically. At least by the wrong person. I should say.
They don't want like Bam having 83. A lot of people and throughout time are going to say that's an asterisk.
Exactly.
But when you think about it, like that's still 83
points. He scored the ball 83 times.
Like, all right, yes, free throw wise is crazy, but then again, last time I checked, when Wilt scored 100, he had 50 free throw attempts.
We don't even got footage of that.
And last time I checked, historically, Wilt was terrible from the free throw line.
Exactly.
Like before that 100-point game, bro could barely make 2 out of 6.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and for all of a sudden, you making 25 free throw? Yeah, I.
And it's also people gonna get mad at Bam for having 83 or for Bam's free throws, but he was playing in Washington. The coach was telling him to foul. Like at that point, if I'm the coach, get out the man way. Like go 1-on-1. Let him work on his game because you know you're not winning. So just let him work on his game, and he was cooking.
Yeah, and the team around him is butt. Like
not no more, bro.
Be fair, no. Like since we're talking about sports ethics and since we're talking about Bam now, let's get into the whole Tyler Herro thing. I'm not gonna lie. I read a few of those text messages. I don't really remember.
I didn't even see them.
Like I seen some screenshots. I'm not gonna lie, Tyler. Why was you pocket watching?
Can't front.
Like you know you're not the star player. So why the hell are you pocket watching? Why are you jealous? Because he's getting paid more.
Yeah.
You want to criticize the 83-point game. Bro, you can't even drop 15 points and they paying you superstar money.
You can't pay superstar money. Number one, you only got paid that money because Miami thought they was gonna have a team around Butler and Bam. And that's why they gave Butler that money. That's why they gave Bam that money. Duncan Robinson, and then it came you.
Yeah, and then him and Duncan Robinson had great playoff runs.
They did.
Then you gotta get paid.
What happened? And mind you, Duncan Robinson, he got 5 years, $91 million. Still a bag. But he's not touching 100 million, 150. These dudes now getting 150 max extensions. Like, bro, no. That's why I like Pat Riley, because he'll give you the bag knowing that if you don't pan out, I can ship you for more assets type shit.
And it's like, bro, you're a grown man, bro. You've been in the league since what, 2020? You dropped 2020? Yeah. 2019.
No, 2020. Because remember the bubble finals?
Oh yeah.
He was a rookie.
Yeah. Oh damn. Yeah.
Well, no, actually 2019, because that would make 2019. But he was a rookie during the bubble finals.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like, bro, you a grown man, jealous of what? Like, I would understand if you were arguably the best player on the team, if you were putting up these amazing all-star type numbers, superstar type numbers, then you could be like, all right, them shipping me out is crazy.
Exactly.
But it's like, bro, you've been in trade rumors since 2022.
Exactly.
They
mind you, that 2023 run, you got hurt. You hurt your wrist in the first round against the Bucks. They go to the finals without you. Max Strus and Gabe Vincent were cooking. They go without you, bro. And Jimmy Butler carried that team with Bam without you, bro. So you can't get mad that you're in trade talks after that.
Yeah. And the fact that they eventually shipped you, why are you now talking shit? It's like, bro, you knew you were going to get shipped out eventually. Exactly. It's because you thought like, oh, if they trading for Giannis, no way they gonna trade me.
And he's stupid too, because if you look at the salary structure of Miami, they weren't trading nobody else. Bam not going. He untouchable. They're not. You're the next person that has a big salary.
Yeah, you're the second highest paid player of the team. But you played
garbage,
shitty.
Like I don't know what to tell you. So and mind you, coming at Bam crazy. Like I feel sometimes.
Pull up his stats real quick because what he averaged, because I wasn't.
But mind you, Norman Powell was an all-star this year. So that just go to show you, Norman Powell gets traded to Miami. He cooking.
Yeah, and it's like Norman Powell now he signed with the
Chicago,
which
he had 20 points and a half, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, on 48% shooting, 48 field goals.
But how many games he played?
33.
33 games.
33 games.
And you're questioning why, like come on, bro. You telling me if someone like, all right, they only keep players that are irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Clearly you are a replaceable player. Exactly. Especially like your player archetype. There's about 60 of them dudes in the league right now.
Nah, for sure.
Like catch and shoot, white dude, boom, got like
And also like I watch Miami's
Freaking the
games.
Thunder just drafted that
Yeah,
Bennett Sturridge. Like, bro, we got the
exactly,
same.
bro. I watched Miami's games this year, and bro, I promise you, Tyler Herro. Nobody was worried about Tyler Herro. Like when I tell you, Eric Spoelstra did a great job of like making the play style around Bam, Davion Mitchell, and Norman Powell. He did a great job because they were looking like good, and then Tyler Herro will come back in the fold
Fuck up the
and
flow.
will fuck up the flow because he's taking crazy shots, he's missing shots at that, and it's like he's just constantly like chucking up a three, and it's like, bro, at this point, like they don't need that. And I like Miami, bro. I like Miami. I feel like they have like I like Spo, I like Pat Riley. They have good people over there, but it's like I'm shipping you out too. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
And it's like, are you mad because not only is Bam, we know Bam is better than what he is. He hold, but we all know, even Michael Beasley said it.
Yeah,
Bam holds back.
he does. He
Like he
does.
said, Bam could give you 30 if he have to, but like
Exactly.
he's like, the Bam that we're getting is not the full Bam. We've seen the full Bam in that 83-point game.
We
We've seen him
did.
in multiple
We did.
occasions.
When Bam started shooting threes and he started making corner threes and all that, that's like, whoa, we ain't know he had that. But
Yeah.
now he's being more consistent with it. He's being consistent with the midi.
And
Bro,
then Bam
he
can handle the rock like a guard.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro,
Bro,
it's like
Giannis is gonna have so much fun in
it's
Miami.
like what did you think? Like, bro, this man this man is putting up good numbers, which we know he can put up better numbers, which he
Mm-hmm.
will now.
Yeah.
And it's like now that he's not taking all the shots,
Yeah.
and it's like and you mad because like he in the media more? You mad he's getting more household? Like, yeah, his girl Adrian Wilson has a little bit to do with that. But are you
But
mad because he's
still.
like, people know Bam?
Yeah. I think
People want to play with Bam. People want to talk to Bam.
yeah,
Like, are
like
you?
you can't get mad at that. From what it sounds like, it just sounds like another bitter NBA player, another like dude that's like low key jealous. Because it's like Tyler, like bro, you weren't productive, bro. You weren't productive this season, bro. Davion Mitchell and Norman Powell. I was so mad when they put Norman Powell on the bench for Tyler Herro this season because I'm like, bro, they would go on like 3-4 game winning streak, then lose the next 10, strictly because Tyler Herro has to be in the starting lineup. And I'm like, bro, you can't play defense. Like, why are you worried about what this man is doing when he's carrying this team and he's being a stand-up guy at that?
Yeah, and then it's the fact that Norman Powell replaced your points, you replaced your scoring level, and became an all-star.
Yes,
Bro, like you telling me you can't do that?
exactly.
Like, bro, you're clearly the problem. And then it's the fact that Bam came to you as a grown man, 1-on-1 in Vegas. And what happened?
You started talking hot.
You talking hot, and he punched you in your face.
Yeah,
Like, and then
that's
you seen
crazy.
the picture floating around?
Nah, I ain't
He had
seen
like a red ring around his
Where I know they were both at Summer League.
Yeah, he had a red ring around his eye. Bam
Bam
punched his
cracked him,
shit, bro.
Bam cracked his
And it's
shit.
like,
Oh, Tyler Herro was All Star too. My bad. That's my mistake. Tyler Herro did make the All Star team.
what was it? Yeah, it was last year, right?
No, it was 2025.
2025? Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
25, 24, 25. But
But,
it's like,
but let me look up Norman Powell.
but it's like, and then I'm not gonna lie, 2025.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that the 3-team thing that they did last year?
Yeah,
Yeah, so they were doing a whole bunch of nonsense. If they just kept it East and West, he's not an all-star.
Yeah, nah,
He's
that's
not a
true.
top 15 player.
Because there was mad people that got snubbed. Not gonna lie.
Like, yeah, he's arguably not a top 15 player in the East. Like, was Norman Powell a top 30 player this year? You could maybe
actually Norman Powell got snubbed again. Actually, oh no, he's right. 2026. Okay, I'm wild.
No, and it's like, is Norman Powell? Can you argue is Norman Powell a top 30 player in the league? Maybe no, but it's like he's putting up top 30 player in the league numbers.
Yeah,
quality. He was winning.
Yeah,
like they were winning for a little bit, but like the difference between Norman Powell and you, Tyler, is like Norman Powell is a player you want on your team.
Facts.
Like,
championship player. Like he doesn't overshoot and he doesn't undershoot, if that makes sense. Like Norman Powell, he does stuff at the right time, and we've seen it with the Clippers, and we've seen it in Toronto. But Tyler Herro is just somebody who's just chucking up shots. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Yeah, and then it's like in Miami, you know how Pat Riley and Spo want that team ran. why are you why are you the type of guy that you ain't putting up all-star numbers, superstar numbers, but you sit here and flaunt around like you're a superstar? And look what happened.
Exactly. And that's what I think the real problem is with Tyler Herro and Bam. Tyler thinks he is all that in a bag of chips when it's like, bro, no, like Bam has been quiet since 2020 and he's been doing his job. He's not doing all this X, Y, and Z. So why are you jealous at this dude, bro?
Yeah, and is it because he doesn't force himself in the media?
Exactly.
Like the media wants to go to Bam. Like,
exactly.
Is it's like, come on. It's like I feel like jealousy is the theme of this episode
like
right now.
That's really what it is.
Like, I feel like it's never going to come out that Tatum was jealous, but I feel like he was jealous of JB.
Exactly.
And then Tyler, you were clearly jealous of Bam.
Yeah, and then you pocket watching too. Like that's the ultimate. Like,
oh yeah, you jealous?
Yeah, like come on, dude. Like I understand you want to make a little comment about like, damn, you getting the bag, but like, nah, you saying that in text, you ain't even say it to my man's face.
Like, bro, you playing with the dude all season. He thinking you his boy.
Yeah,
like all of a sudden, nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
like come
why
on,
Bam getting the shots? Why Bam doing this? Well, for one, Bam playing every game. Bam ain't playing 30 games a season, so that's why he getting most of the shots. Like, I don't understand.
And then it's like, bro, if it wasn't for Bam, Jimmy would have been left.
Exactly.
Like, you wasn't keeping him.
Exactly.
In Miami, it was Bam in the money.
It was definitely Bam keeping Jimmy Butler there.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
I don't know why people try to play with like the Heat culture, bro. Like that shit is nothing to play with. So it's like if you don't produce, that's why I like the Heat culture because it's ran like a job. Like yes, putting a ball in the hoop and getting paid lots of money for it is a top 1% job, and it's so fun. But at the end of the day, these athletes have to remember it's a job. So if you're not producing, they gonna ship you. For Giannis at that, like who wouldn't ship Tyler Herro for Giannis?
Like for real, bro.
Who wouldn't ship Tyler Herro for
Giannis? Bro, like look at me. You think you're better than Giannis?
Come on, like, bro. If y'all thought Bam like broke out last year, wait till he gets next to Giannis, bro. That's so much spacing. Like Bam is gonna have so much fun
for real. And and then think about it, Tyler. You came in like if you were to even compare your starting career compared to how Giannis's career started, you came in as the better player.
Yeah.
Just unlike Giannis, unlike Giannis, you didn't like. I wouldn't say you didn't develop. You weren't hungry. Like Giannis, after his first year, was like, all right, boom, need to put on weight. Boom, put on weight. All right, boom, I need to. All right, they call me a running dunker. Boom, I'm gonna develop my midi. Developed his midi. Oh, he can't shoot three. Boom, shooting threes. Yeah. Oh, he can't play make. Jason Kidd said, "Oh, we're turn him into a playmaker forward." Like, bro, there's so much about Giannis that you can put into this system that Miami's about to have next year. It's like so much is gonna be different. You can like there's so much you can get scoring, defense, passing, shoot a little bit of shooting out of Giannis. Yeah. Tyler, we were just getting shooting, gang.
Yeah, we was getting bricks.
We was getting bricks. Like bro. We wasn't really getting the playmaking really because four assists a game, not playmaking.
That's not
like that's that.
And I seen him like pass the ball, bro. Them shits was weak.
Like come on,
no disrespect.
Like what was you expecting, gang? Like it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, arguably top 50 all time.
50 all time, top 10 in this era.
Basically. Yeah, top 10 in his top 5 of his position.
Yeah, top.
Like come on, bro. Like Giannis, if Giannis brings him to a conference finals this year,
bro, instantly like he's better than you.
Yeah, instantly, bro. First game, he's up on the court. Like, come on, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like,
nah, bro.
It's like, bro, we can't be professional athletes pocket watching, bro.
Yeah, nah, we can't. Like, obviously, I understand like what's written and what's reported. Obviously, everybody gonna have their own thing, but you as an actual player pocket watching your teammate, disrespectful, bro. Like that. And then you talking crazy when he meets you in person. Come on now, bro.
Like, bro, and it's just like I hope you get to Milwaukee and just sit there like, damn.
I hope he thrives in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is his hometown.
Yeah, I know Wisconsin. Like he's from Wisconsin.
But I hope he thrives.
It's like I hope you sit there and think this year is like, all right, I'm not as good as I think I am.
Yeah,
but let me put in the work this season so they can trade me or I can go somewhere else that can use me. Because it's like, we know you're not staying in Milwaukee for real. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
nah, facts.
And then it's like, if you want to prove your worth, prove your worth. You're not going to get paid the way Miami was paying you, of course.
Can't
But like,
front.
if you want to prove that you can play on a championship team, you have to do it now, this year, while you have literally no one. Who is it? Like,
Miles Turner, bro.
Miles,
Miles Turner.
Turner, you, Nate Amen,
Nate,
rookie, like
man.
Kyle Kuzma. They not bringing back Cam Thomas.
Nah,
Um, I
he a
think
whole
I
nother
think Kevin
episode.
Porter Jr. off the team now.
Yeah, I don't know what
Like,
that is.
there's no one stopping you from taking all the shots that you want to take,
Facts.
but it's the type of
Who the
it's
coach?
the
Who the coach
type.
over there now?
Isn't it still Doc? No, not
No,
Doc. No,
he
no, I
stepped down.
forgot Doc.
Remember?
Yeah, I think they got a higher one.
Oh, they ain't even got a coach over there.
I don't think they got an official head coach. I don't know.
Damn.
I gotta actually, you can look it up, but I don't think they have an official coach
I
since
don't
Doc
think so
left.
either. Yeah.
But it's like, now it's like, all right, I don't want to be in Milwaukee this long. I want to be on the championship team. I want to compete. I want to get paid. Word. Now,
Taylor Jenkins.
yes, but he just got hired, right?
Yeah, he just got
Or
hired.
interim. He's interim.
Nah,
He's hired
he got
official.
hired. Yeah.
But it's like, all right, now you have to take good quality shot. There's a lot that can go into the season for him,
Yeah,
and
facts.
you just have to sit there and accept, like, all right, I knew I was gonna get traded. Now let's prove why I should get traded to a
Exactly.
better situation.
Exactly. And I think this has a lot. The way he's reacting has a lot to do with his upbringing in basketball. And I say that to say this man was probably told he was the best since he was a young
Yeah,
kid.
Wisconsin, he was hated.
He was hated.
Like, his town loved him, of course, Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But like,
saying.
everyone hated him, like a JJ Redick kind of thing. Like,
But I'm saying, like, when you're in a town or a city and you're putting off with that high school team or whatever, you're known and you feel like you have something type shit. So from doing that, then going to play with Calipari at Kentucky,
oh yeah, Milwaukee don't like him for that. Yeah,
exactly. Going to because he could have went to Marquette, stayed home, but he goes to Kentucky, plays with Calipari, one and done. All Calipari does is have his young guys just shoot and run and gun. So now he's like, oh, I'm the best. I'm about to get drafted. And now this is what happens where a player has to come down to reality and like, okay, let me work on some stuff.
because playing with Jimmy did good for his mental, but at the same time it did some bad. Because like, you got the approval from Jimmy, you was like, oh, well, then if
Yeah,
I get the Jimmy
exactly.
approval, then I should
Exactly.
get anybody's
Mind you,
approval.
he got the Jimmy approval in the bubble finals. What did you do in 2022 conference finals run and 2023 finals run? Nothing, because you was hurt. And I'm not trying to blame it on injury, but when you was on the court, you wasn't really doing that because the ball was in Jimmy's hands. Jimmy or Bam. So you was realistically the third option, and they paid you like a first option. Like, come on now. I don't know how to put it, bro.
And honestly, yeah, to move off that and just like, this NBA offseason has been one of the most exciting and interesting to pay attention to. We now have our summer league
Summer
players
games
going
kicking
off.
off.
We
Yeah,
can break that down next episode because there's a lot to
yeah,
break down
yeah.
in
It is a
terms of
lot. I've been
summer league. We've been getting a lot of like good quality basketball from
yeah.
everybody, from the first pick to the 30th pick, in my opinion. Like,
I still
I'm glazed, I'm jazzing, but like,
I'm still iffy on Darren Peterson because
the 9 turnover game.
that, but he also didn't play against Caleb Wilson.
Yeah.
So
I,
why you ducking comp? But that's next episode.
yeah, but I think in this is gonna be an interesting season of sports, I would say, in general,
Yeah,
because
there's a lot of stuff happening.
like, a lot of stuff is happening with the NFL as well. Like, Aaron Donald is really about to come out of retirement.
I hope he does.
Honestly, if he do, like, I haven't been tuned into football a lot lately, especially these past couple of years. But I think this season might catch my eye just to bring
If
me
he
back.
does,
We're gonna have to spend a lot of episodes on.
we will because Pete Matthew Stafford, he's an older quarterback, one of the last of his generation. MVP. They go to the NFC Championship. They ain't really have a good defense last year. Now they got Myles Garrett. Now, if Aaron Donald come back,
That's a top top 3 defense in the
Top,
league, and then
that might even be the best defense.
and then you have 2 of the best wide receivers.
Yeah.
On the like,
bro, I can't. I hope he comes back.
Honestly though, man,
stay tuned in this fall.
Stay
man.
tuned this fall, bro. It's gonna be a good. Honestly, stay tuned for the next just couple weeks because we got some. We got you're gonna know some new things with the episode with the podcast now.
Facts,
like especially with the page on TikTok, Instagram, you're gonna notice a lot more new things. We got a lot of surprises, got a lot of big moves to make.
Yes, sir.
We 9 months in.
Damn.
Yeah.
We 9 months in.
Mm-hmm. About to be a year, bro. About to be a year.
What we gotta do to celebrate the year?
Man. Yo, I don't know.
Yeah, right, buddy.
But honestly, outside of that, not really more to talk about. We not talking about Bron because Bron,
bro, I really
you know what you do. Honestly, yeah. Let me get into that real quick. Bron, I swear.
Talk about this 41-year-old man that's playing with everybody.
In my opinion, I said this to Anthony yesterday. Bron knows where he's going. Bron knows where he's going. He's known since the finals ended. The finals, yes. Because Bron, he has his pattern with all his teams. He know where after the finals, we know where he's going. He knows where he's going. It's just he's dragging it. He did it with LA. Yep. He did it before he went back to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. He did it with the first Miami decision. Mm-hmm. It's like we know where he's going. It's just the longer especially at his age, the longer he prolongs it, the more attention, the more people talk about him, the more he knows the second he signs, oh, that's the number one trending thing in sports for a week.
And this is my problem with Bron. You just proved my point of why I low-key stepped out of the GOAT debate. Because I don't like how Bron did this since these last 3-4 years. I don't like how he's been manipulating storylines basically. He wants people to feel a certain way and say certain things. Yeah. He says he doesn't care about the GOAT debate, him over Jordan, but then he goes on a podcast that's ran by him and Rich Paul or whatever and says yeah, that made me the GOAT right there. Or beating 73-9 made me the GOAT. It's you're one of the greatest players I've seen, but stuff like that just makes me want to step out of the GOAT debate. So the fact that he's dragging this out at 41, bro, it's Bron, I love you, dog. Give it up, bro. If you don't want to play, you don't have to play. Yeah. Honestly, at this point.
In my opinion, we know if you're not going back to Cleveland, you're going to Golden State. Because the reason why you aren't going to Philly, because there's too many cooks in that kitchen with you playing that power forward position. There's going to be a lot.
I don't think he can handle the Philly fans.
Maybe, and then it's just there's too much figuring out to do in one season. Your season, your time is up. It's been up, in my opinion. But it's it's getting to that point where nothing is going to take a lot for everything in Philly to click because it's going to be in Miami. First year didn't go well because chemistry and then
and he also is plans on signing a 1-year deal. So what if it don't work out that 1 year?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Come back at 42, 43? Bro, we're running it back 26, 20, 27, 28, Bron.
Come on, bro. That's crazy work.
I think for views and for the fun of it, go to Golden State. Just go to Golden State because we know you want to play with Steph. Especially after the Olympics, we know you want to play with Steph. But if you want to be the perfect storybook ending kind of guy, go back to Cleveland.
My thing is though, this whole move for him, Bron is literally in free agency at 41 years old. We need to understand that. So the fact that this whole situation right here, us talking about it, is it's kind of killing his GOAT debate because yes, he has the longevity, but what is he doing? He's chasing a ring. So that right there is killing his GOAT debate to at least dudes 40 and up. So it's bro, why you doing it to yourself now at this point? Just doing it to yourself. Just relax, play golf, go do something else, bro.
Yeah, at this point, LeBron James, we respect you. Of course, you get all the love that you deserve. But at this point, we're gonna miss you, gang. You've been playing before both of us was born. We about to be 22. Exactly. This year 24 for you, gang. We younger than your career. And it's we respect everything, you gave every NBA fan great memories, but we at the point where Like
it's like
I'm
what more can you do?
what
Like
more can you
like we
do?
saw you in Miami, we saw you in Cleveland, the block, saw you with the Lakers, and now we seen you like
We're gonna see you either back in Cleveland to end it, Golden
yeah
State for some reason, and then or Miami. In my opinion, you going back to Miami wouldn't be the right thing because it's like that's a team that actually is trying to win at least for the next couple of years.
yeah.
You have one season. That one season needs to either be in the retirement home with Steph and Draymond.
Oh,
You know Steph is getting ready to and Draymond.
yeah.
The Warriors aren't competing for championships no more. We
They're
know
not.
that.
They're not. Yeah.
Like
I ain't gonna lie. If you go to Golden State, Bron, I ain't gonna lie. It might as well be a farewell tour.
yeah, that's the thing. Like
It's just your farewell tour ain't gonna end like Paul Pierce. It's gonna end like at least in the playoffs, first round or something like
yeah,
that.
you still gonna get the love, and then you got that light skinned golden boy. So though it's gonna be entertaining and it's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I ain't gonna watch them.
If this is your last year, you want to have fun, and I feel like it should just be in Golden State.
I ain't
Because
gonna watch him.
Cleveland, I'm not gonna lie,
He not going to Cleveland because they re-signed Harden.
they haven't re-signed Harden yet.
Yeah, they
right?
did.
They did. Oh yeah,
They been re-signed. They re-signed Harden,
Oh, yeah.
running it back with Donovan. You could fit in there, but I just know when stuff don't go well, the GM gonna come out and you gonna get fed up. So.
Yeah, you're gonna trade Harden, which I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, if you wanna have fun your last year, stay in the West. Don't leave Cali. Play in Golden State. If you want to go back east, go back east. You already got a home in Cleveland.
You need to get that shit
But
to me.
nothing much else has happened in the sports world. World Cup's getting ready to end this weekend.
Can't wait.
Spain, like we said, beat France. Argentina's game tomorrow.
Argentina playing right now.
They right now? I thought it was tomorrow.
Argentina and England.
I thought it was tomorrow.
No,
Both games was today?
Both games today, I believe.
Oh well, either I got Argentina going to the World Cup. I feel like Spain will be. I feel like if Spain does beat them, it'll be a passing of the torch kind of thing for Messi and Yemen or however you pronounce his name.
Oh no, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Spain,
Yeah.
Argentina, England tomorrow.
But
Spain
either way,
Spain just won against
yes,
France.
yeah, Spain beat France. But either way, it's gonna be a good weekend. Hope y'all enjoy the World Cup. NFL preseason's almost here.
Yeah, training camp almost here.
The
month of August, honestly, is gonna be a pretty not crowded, but like crowded in terms of NFL training camp and then
NBA getting ready to
start, and then
isn't baseball getting ready to end?
September. Like August is like the trade deadline's coming up for baseball, and then September is like when they crack down on everything.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot these next 2 months, 3 months. Yeah. But hope y'all having a good summer, enjoying the outside. It's been hot weather, but it's been good weather.
But yeah, hit up the page. Let us know what you guys like, what you want to hear, what sports you want us to talk about, topics. Now I don't want to like limit to sports, but like topics that y'all want to talk about. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Peace.